Yes, I think the game is ready, and so should you two be in a moment. Let's take a look. There we go. I see it counting. That means we're ready to go. You're currently still looking at a black screen. That's because I'm getting comfortable. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at the game itself. There we go. And I see Christina and Brandon in the chat. Hello. Let's load the game and see how they're doing. Last week we slowly crawled out of the hole that was our half-burnt base. There are still some patches of floor that need to be replaced, but we've been kind of working on that. Hopefully we'll manage to get the rest done too. There's still a few things over here I see. The rest of them aren't. I think everything else has been fixed. There were a couple of doors that were missing. Those have also been replaced. Okay, great. Brandon's still in the infirmary, but he looks like he's almost ready to come back out. And is it snowing? What is gentle snow over here? Alright. Very good. What else do we have? We have this thing that needs fixing, but I guess it's going to get fixed eventually by someone. I guess Brandon, but Brandon's currently in the infirmary, so he can't do that right now. Oh well. So while it's gently snowing out there, that means that we can't really grow anything here anymore. I think the growing season is currently... who's got no clothes on? It says you're unhappy nudity. Brandon 4, what are you not wearing? Let's take a look at your gear. Oh, you don't have pants. Okay, well maybe we've got some for you to wear right here. And that'll make him happy, I guess. Happier. You would think that he would try to put on some pants himself. Anyway, we have the recreation variety here that needs to be taken care of. But we already have a few plans here for them to fix that up themselves. By which I mean we have here a billiards table that's supposed to be built. And a wooden chess table and a poker table and this horseshoe pin, because I do need recreation, of course. You have several hours a day now for that type of thing. I guess they can't quite get that done yet. Somebody needs to do some building. Oh, he's going to rest. Does anybody else have construction at all? Let's see. Construction. Marvin has it, so maybe Marvin could do... Oh, Brandon's fully healed. Okay, great. Then I'll have him work on, not the floor, but I'll have him work on this horseshoe pin. Because that's the easiest one to do. And then people can throw some horseshoes for recreation until they're done with recreation time. They can play lots of horseshoes. Okay, so that's one recreation option already here, so that's good. He's also been working on these seats. It looks like he's going to build the table next. Hello. And hopefully I'll also make sure to build the billiards table and the poker table, and then we'll have some recreation as well. Look, this is also important, this table right here, because otherwise we're going to have a lot of people going 8 without a table today. That'll make them upset, and that might make them actually start breaking down as well. You ate a sandwich, okay. I brought a couple of really large oatmeal cookies with me today. When I went out to lunch, I usually go to a grocery store, buy my quick lunch there, but also some things for dinner and stuff like that. And today I thought, why not have something unconventional? Because they had these two, like these packs of 2 really large oatmeal cookies. They're very filling. So I thought, why don't I just have that for dinner for a change? Just switch it up a little bit. Usually I'd put something in the oven or something. Throw something in a pan. I did bring some things with me that I can heat up, like different bean pots mixes that I could just put in a pan and heat up like actual conventional dinner. But today I just wanted to have something nice. I haven't had oatmeal cookies in a while, so I thought, well, why the heck not? It's also good for your fiber. You know, we need your fiber intake. There we go. Now we have a poker table. Nice. They can do some poker. They can do some of this here. Horseshoeing. Throwing some horseshoes. Look, eating with a table, you guys. Wow, now everybody's able to eat with a table and they can play poker at the same time. Nice. We also have the billiards table here, and the chess table also needs to be built, but we already have 2 recreation options for people to play with, so that's nice. Oh, also working on the floor. Great. Brandon's being very useful right in the first 2 minutes, which is nice, because we can get this entire floor fixed. I didn't even see that this floor still needed fixing. That's because I saw so many other plans for things for recreation. I thought kinda that this was also going to be something recreational. Hey, Marvin's here. Hello. And Inga's here as well. Hello. Gonna stay long. I'm still live on the Gamerology channel. I'm waiting for a dungeon queue. Okay, well, have fun in the dungeon queue and the dungeon game, of course, once you're in. And good luck on your own live stream, obviously, on the Gamerology channel. Which game is that you're waiting for the dungeon? Look, now they're playing horseshoes. which is great. That means their recreation is currently being fulfilled and they're being social because they're talking to each other. All three of you are playing horseshoes. That's nice. Also, there's a marriage on while they're playing horseshoes. Marvin 2, who is about to stream on his other channel, is proposing a lifelong commitment to Inge. She agreed, and two are now engaged. At some point in the coming days or quadrums, which could be months, they will have their marriage ceremony and invite all the colonists. That would be Brandon, the only other person they're going to invite to the wedding, and the animals, I guess. Considering placing a marriage spot, I think I have one actually. Don't I have a marriage spot? Is this not the marriage? That's the party spot. Here's the marriage spot. Right in front of the door. Great spot. But they can get married right there. I can move it maybe. Like put it here might be a better spot so it's not in front of the door. I don't know if it makes a difference where it is. We can start that one. I'll just make sure to extend this so it can include this area. That makes more sense. There you go. Marriage spot is now here. They can get married at some points. Let's play Final Fantasy Online. Oh, okay. Usually the RPGs that I played, I don't like to play the online version of that. Just like, what's the other thing? Elder Scrolls Online? Not really my thing. I like to have the personal experience. I don't like the way it looks, kind of, as well. I haven't seen the Final Fantasy Online, mind you. But I'm just talking about Elder Scrolls Online now, which is kind of like, it's a little disappointing because I'm used to Skyrim right now, of course. And although Skyrim, of course, can have its updates in looks, visuals, there's plenty of mods that'll help with that, like shaders, stuff like that, to make it look even better. But it's kind of not great if you compare Elder Scrolls Online to that. There was my big disappointment in that. And of course, it's a very different game, really. Because the Skyrim games, Elder Scrolls in general, is a very one-player type game, and I think Final Fantasy as well, because you're, well, the ones that I know at least are just a single-player game, RPG, and then suddenly there's all these other people who are also heroes of some sorts. Always a little bit strange. Okay, fine. Marvin's cleaning in the meantime, which is great because we need a lot of cleaning happening. It's been kind of a mess lately. In particular, the kitchen needs cleaning, but I guess he just goes wherever he can. But okay, we've got some recreation over here. Whatever this was got destroyed. This might be the drug lab that we worked so hard to build. Is this a research table? It is. Nice. Okay, well, maybe I want to build another one of these med labs, although I think that takes components. We have 4 components, so we could do it. So we could make our own medicine. That might be interesting. Where is it? Drug lab. Yes, that's the one I'm looking for. We can make it out of wood too. We don't even need to make it out of anything else. Silver. Oh, steel then. Okay, not silver. That's too expensive. Put it right there. Yep, it's not anywhere else. It is there exactly. We'll make this spot over here part of the zone because apparently it's not. I don't know why. It's a 3x1, not a 4x1, so I don't know what this other spot was about. Oh well. Excuse me. Okay, so we need to get all these plants gone because they need to be harvested before the winter gets here. I'll make sure to tell them to do that because it looks like it's almost ready, except this part over here. It's this. I don't know. They're still growing some rice. Okay. We have this stuff in here that we can get back on. Hey, this one's being built very good. Slowly getting our second room back together. Our second hydroponic basin room, because this had lost a few, as you can see, all this steel slag just laying around from all the stuff that was on fire at some point and then broke down. Apparently this is what it looks like when it's been on fire. Not seen that before in real life, but it apparently is a thing in RimWorld. So there you go. Very good. Bloop, bloop. Donkey 1 is fully healed. Great. Love that. They can go back to hauling, which is what they're good for. Speaking of hauling, let's see if there's any donkeys in the wildlife. Grizzly bears, megasloth, muffalos, lots of muffalos. Wow. Bunch of yaks, some does, tortoises, raccoons. Boar can haul as well, I think. So maybe we want to consider taming one of those. I think they're also pretty good with attacking. Why don't I try to tame you? I know it's dangerous because they can attack. Although, it didn't warn us about it. Huh. Is that a thing? It does say 2% chance attacking, but does it also include taming? Seeks revenge upon being harmed by an attacker at rifle range. Okay, so if you go up there with a club, then it's not a problem? Alright. Well, let's see if Mark can tame it in any case, because I think that they can actually haul things. They're smart enough. Hey, Bobby's here. Hello. Pigs are pretty smart, so... And boars, of course, as well, because they're the predecessors to pigs, so they are, I think, somewhat equally intelligent. Maybe a little bit less, because they're not quite domesticated. They still need part of their reptilian brain to just survive instead of trying to figure out how to get into your pantry. Let's see if we can get any more harvesting done here. Yeah, see, I thought that this rice was ready to go. You started over on Billy Bob. Yes, I saw that on the Discord. Okay, in case you guys don't know, Brandon's currently trying to recreate a mask for a animatronic, which I think used to be in Chuck E. Cheese, or... It was an older place, I keep forgetting what it's called. Well, it was an animatronic anyway, a bear with a banjo, and his name is Billy Bob. And I'm pretty sure the Americans know who I'm talking about. And if you want to know who I'm talking about and you're not American, maybe you can also just join the Discord, because it's on there for sure. We've been talking a lot about it. As a matter of fact, I've looked up a whole bunch of videos on it. Potato plant has died because of the cold. Was it really that cold outside? Oh, it is minus 11 degrees Celsius. We've looked at some videos as well about the guy who created the animatronics. Very interesting. Animatronics, of course, being these mechanized, they're like really large puppets, and they were put on stages in certain pizza places, like a Chuck E. Cheese, where kids go to have pizza and then play games, etc. And they would sing songs, particularly if somebody had a birthday, they would like sing the birthday songs and stuff like that, just to entertain pretty much. Some people think they're great, and other people think they're kind of creepy. And of course, since Five Nights at Freddy's got popular, a lot of people know more about animatronics than they used to, or seen more about it, I suppose, and looked into it more. And I think in the most recent video that I linked about it in the Discord, I actually showed, or at least he was talking about Five Nights at Freddy's as well at the start, because of course the person who went to look at his workshop and interview him mentioned it as well. And I think he also said that because of Five Nights at Freddy's, even though he doesn't play the game, he does actually appreciate it because it makes people interested in his craft as well, the regular non-violent animatronics. That's nice. Anyway, so Brandon's trying to make a mask that resembles one of the characters. If you want to see how that goes or looks, you want to make sure to join the Discord so you can see the update photos. He got pretty far, but I think he's starting over with a new design. Are you still using the tooth that you made, though? Because that one looked like it was ready to go pretty much. Don't know what that was made out of. Probably just paper mache. Maybe you want to try and get some stuff you can use to pour silicone, because then you could maybe make like a mold out of something and pour the silicone in there, and then you can make a molded face instead of making it out of paper and cardboard, because that's going to make it look a lot better than paper and cardboard ever could. Are you cutting this tree? Okay, so I still have a few trees here that I told them to cut down. Oh, Marvin's finally tamed a wild boar. Nice. Where is he? Somewhere. He'll come over eventually. Let's take a look at how their trainability is. Currently, they can only do this, but sometimes they can actually do more once this has been trained. Okay, ambrosia spout again. We already had some of those last time. So yeah, see, like for instance, this one's kind of young, so they can't quite learn this yet. But once they get older, they will have these options. And I'm hoping that once this has been trained, that the wild boar will also be able to haul after that. Last time we had hauling pigs, they were like straight up pigs and not the other kind. Showbiz Pizza Place, yes, that's the one. Couldn't think of the name. We don't have any places like that, although I saw a video as well from the same bunch saying that some of the older animatronics were actually sent to some amusement park in the Netherlands, but I've never seen them, so I have no idea. Don't think I've ever been to that park. And I've never heard about animatronics in the Netherlands other than the ones that are yet... Oh, hang on. Tropical Me is here. Other than the ones in the Efteling, which are similar, but they're not quite the same. And they certainly don't sing. I think it made a difference. Like I was thinking the other day about why some people think animatronics are creepy, but we have like the Efteling as well that has moving characters as well, is because the people that made the, hey, hello, I'm here. See this? I'm baiting apparently. And I've got a bow. I'm a gatherer. Anyway, so yes, the ones in the Efteling, which is one of the oldest amusement parks in Europe and possibly the world, they have animatronic-like things that move constantly. Like, they don't just stand still for a really long time and then suddenly look the other way, like some of the animatronics you saw at Chuck E. Cheese did. Like, suddenly they'll look left, even though they were standing perfectly still a moment ago. That's kind of creepy. But the ones that they made for the Efteling, which are like fairy tale characters, like Goblin King and stuff like that, they'll sit somewhere and they're constantly moving as though they are an actual person, like they're looking back and forth. They might scratch their head or something, like they're always in motion, so it's less shocking when they do something, rather than the animatronics, which occasionally move and for this time are completely standing still. Anyway, Chuck E. Cheese used to be Pizza Time Theater. Okay. Well, I don't know exactly too much about the history. Used to date a guy that owned a Showbiz Pizza when I was in my 20s. It was a freaky backstage. Yeah, there's some like a bunch of stuff as well. That guy had an explosion in his workshop because he has, of course, those large gas canisters, because they're like pneumatic valves and things that move them. And one of those large gas tanks just exploded and blew out the whole wall. It's really quite dangerous. So I imagine that might have occasionally happened at a Chuck E. Cheese or a Pizza Time place or Showbiz Pizza. I don't know. Of course, there have been about 200 locations or something. Pretty sure something went wrong at some point. Anyway, let's go back to the game, because this is actually not Showbiz Pizza here. We have 4 people here from the tribe of Colmia who are about to attack. I see a couple of people with bows and a couple of people with knives. Do you have any others? It looks like these guys are the only ones. Anybody else? Nope. Ing is over here, chopping trees, no doubt. They're huge up close. Yeah, they are really tall, like 6 or 7 feet tall. That's very intimidating for children, I imagine. So what shall we do with these guys? Marvin's inside the base, Brandon's inside the base. I'm going to tell them to... Why is Brandon not wearing anything? He's not wearing anything? Oh, he's taking his shirt off. Why? I am going to have to tell him to put a shirt on. There isn't much here. All of our clothes have been used up. I'll tell him to put on this shirt. Alright, so Inga needs to come back inside. I'll tell her to come over here. And then I will close all the other doors, forbid them, so they don't go in, or out rather. Because they might otherwise lure one of those guys in, which we don't want. And that's all the other doors, right? I close this one, I close that one, and then there's these 2. Okay, so this one needs to be closed as soon as Inga's in, but she's right over here, shouldn't take long. He's gonna go grab a shirt. Marvin can't stay indoors, I guess, just doing whatever he's doing. He's cleaning? Okay, fine. Let's go. Inga's coming over here. Chuck E. Cheese went bankrupt in the early 1980s. South Showbiz Pizza Party, right? And everything was wrong with her. Okay. Haven't checked that they're already open since they were closed for the virus. Oh. Still has the big rat, really? Because I thought that there were no more animatronics all over the place. Okay, so Inga over here is going to have to go back. Oh, the dog is still outside. They need to go someplace else. I can't really tell the dogs to go anywhere. Maybe if I were to tell them... Hang on. Let me just quickly try to get the dogs and animals out of the way. The ones that I can anyway. There's probably... I'm going to do 2 things. I'm going to make a zone. Wait, can I do that? Because I'm thinking like these guys are going to start attacking our animals. And I don't want our animals that are outside to have to deal with that. So I'm going to try to make a new zone. Like a loud area. Manage areas. Area 1. Oh. Home. Area 1. Can I get another area maybe? New area. I'll call this one safe for now. Okay. And I'll put the safe area here, hoping that it's safe. Now I need to go take a look at which dog that is. Belle. I'm gonna tell Belle, assign. Where's Belle? Here. She's supposed to go to the safe area, so she can come over there. Let's see what other animals we have outside currently. Let's take a look where everybody is. This one's indoors apparently. Yeah, okay. And this one's, where is this one? Over there. Yes. Belle's over there. We've seen that. The other one is also indoors. Good. Where's this one? Also indoors. This one is there. Donkey 1 is where? There. Okay, so Donkey 1 needs to go to the safe area. Duck 1 is indoors, it looks like. Yep, there. Okay, good. Wild Boar 1 is there. Alright, so these two animals, Belle and Donkey 1, are outside, but I've told them to go to the safe area, which is over here. And hopefully these guys will not see them, so they won't attack them. Let's see where they go. Hopefully they will not see each other. There's a fire. Where's he going? He's going after the dog? Looks like it. Okay, hang on. Let me move the safe area then. Safe goes here. And then I'll remove this one. Hopefully they'll go away. See if that works. I don't know. That should be going down. Right. Safe area is gone. I'm hoping that this character is going to stop following. But they're also kind of drawing everybody away now. That's interesting. See that? Trying to get to our animals. That's not nice of them. Okay, we need to move to safe area again. Let's move it all the way to the other side of the map. Safe gets to go over here. And then we're going to clear it on this side. We're having the dogs run around, sadly. Donkey's going to go that way. He should be going this way. Come on. Come on, doggy. Oh, no. That's not what I wanted. That's not nice of them at all. Oh, no, doesn't work. Okay, fine. Multiple epoxy putty. Oh, that's also possible. La la, haven't checked if they're already open. Oh, you're still talking about that. Come on. Okay, so they're way over there now, which is not nice. Poor creatures didn't stand a chance, although this one is still alive. Poor thing. This one is also still alive, but I'm gonna have to wait and see what these guys are going to do now. They have at least been hurt now by the donkey. Like this one's bleeding. And this one too. No immediate danger, but they are bleeding at 94 or 93%. That's pretty heavy, I would say. Oh, what are you guys doing? Oh, you're checking the wall. Alright. Do that. More and more people are acting like the virus is gone, not wearing masks or using hand sanitizer. Well, I just posted a picture on Instagram today of me sitting in a train with a mask on, because for public transport you actually have to wear them now. And just like I was saying last weekend, there's like this thing where people wear these masks you can buy at like a drugstore or something, and they're really flimsy looking. Why are you... This is a very strange thing for you to do, Armadillo, because say that you were to succeed in doing this, you're probably going to get like a piece of ceiling falling on top of you. But okay, you can do that. That's fine. You don't want to be kidnapped again, yes. I am aware, but there's not much I can do because we only have 2 people to fight. There. Hey, hello. Watch out. There's someone here. How did you manage to break this? Okay, Inge. You've got... Do you have a gun? It doesn't even have any weapons. Okay, I'll have to give you a gun. Make sure to grab this one. And Marvin is gonna have to go someplace else. Why don't you go into your bedroom? Strange person, go sit over there. Brandon is playing chess. Doesn't appear to have a weapon, does he? No, so I'm gonna have to give him something as well. I don't think we have too many weapons. Alright, I'll give you Steel Iqua. You can come over there because there's this guy over here breaking down walls. Is that the regular music for the game? Yes, it is. But this is the raid music, so that's like a little more dramatic. Why do they always kidnap Inges? I don't know. I guess they like the name or something. Like, oh my god, not heard this name before. Let's take her home and study them or something. Anyway, so these guys are gonna have to fight off Balbaka over here. He's being very rude. I will allow this door to open for that purpose. Okay, Marvin's going into the bedroom. These guys are grabbing weapons. Inge, do you have your gun? Go over here. I'd rather go over here. And I'm going to allow this door as well. And I'll tell Brandon to come over here. Get him. Hunter lacks range weapon. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Attack this guy, crazy person. There you go. Collis needs rescue. Go ahead and rescue Inge then. There's that guy. I'll forget about that one. Oh, you're too late. We closed the door. They're like, oh my god. Oh, you're going to destroy that thing. Well, nice of you. So nice of you to do that. Love it. Oh, I need to make sure to forbid these doors again. Otherwise the animals are going to go outside. It's interesting how Choco is the one that's breaking down the steel, which I wanted to build for ages. Of course, that's how disappointed I am, I guess, with that thing. These guys are still... Oh, they're attacking a dog? How did this dog get out? Oh, got him. Very good. Excellent. Roop, roop, is it? Alright, there should still be another one of them out there. Oh, there's one. They should still be out here. This one's bleeding out, I think. Yep, death in 5 hours. Okay, I'm just going to leave that one. That'll take care of itself. There you go. Broken it down. Thank you very much. Alright, fine. Where are they going now? Oh, thing is in there. Brandon, I think I'll just have him go ahead and do stuff. Belle died. Oh no, poor dog. Okay, so all the doors are currently closed again. Alright. Where's the gun that they dropped? Over there. Okay, well. I think this dog over here that's sleeping is going to be attacked. Yep, there they go. Donkey 1 died as well. Get him, Miyoko. Oh, poor thing. Well, at least they stop shooting as soon as you're out. And they don't just keep going like it's a hunt. Leaving alone. Leaving alone. Remember the really old video? That guy was like defending Britney Spears. But then instead of Britney, it's Inge. So, what are you guys going to do next? What are your plans? This guy's dead. Does that inspire you to go home, maybe? They're still upset about that one time that we set off that psychic pulse in. They were like attacked by their own animals to the point of dying and stuff like that. It's really annoying. Okay, so that's great. Aren't you happy it's Thursday? Huh? Because so you can get like stressed out about whether you're going to get kidnapped again? Is that like anxious Thursday? They're just walking around trying to figure out what they want to do. Which is not a lot. Almost a weekend. Ah. There we go. Jeez, for no reason suddenly thought it was a Wednesday instead of Thursday. Oh, like that. I missed that one. Yeah, it's Thursday. Yesterday, though, I had somebody at work who thought it was Thursday when it was actually Wednesday. That's probably worse. What I like best, though, is when I wake up and go, oh, I gotta go to work, and then they're like, oh no, it's actually Saturday. That's great. That's the best. Leave my walls alone. You guys are so annoying. Okay, so Marvin is still over there. All my dogs are dying. Marvin can go to bed whenever he wants. Pink is over there chilling. Brandon is also sleeping. I'm hoping these guys get bored because they're just gonna have to do this throughout the night. And it's kind of cold outside. It's like -8 degrees. Kind of chilly. A bonded animal died. Oh no, Donkey 1's died as well. All of our useful animals are dying. Does Inge have a gun in the game? She did, but she dropped it when she got knocked out. It's out here now. We need to go pick that up in a bit. So while they're sleeping, these guys are still knocking on the walls. Kind of like last night around 2:30, I woke up and there was somebody downstairs like banging on the wall, but not my wall, like their own wall. They're breaking this wall again. Are they leaving? They're giving up and leaving. Okay, great. Awesome. Any of my animals outside that I can still rescue, or are they all dead? I think so. Belle died. Right over here. Poor little thing. And Donkey 1 was over here somewhere. There he is. Also died. We need to start teaming more animals because we're running out. Also, this knife apparently is allowed. The Yoko died. How many animals do we have left now? Oh, that's starting an application that I don't need right now. Let's see. I still have Norbert and Keter. We have 4 labs still, and we still have our wild boar, which is good for attacking. If we can train the wild boar to attack, I think we should. Okay, so they're gone now. Great. Love that. For us, I'm going to open these doors again so everybody can go back outside when they need to. I'm going to start fixing the wall while I'm out here. Let's build copies of slates. Just put that in all the little holes that they've made. They managed to break 3, 4. Let's just go all the way around. I know there was one on the other side as well near the door, so that would be 5 over here. Yep, 5. Oh, auto-saving. 5 pieces. 5 pieces and no doors broken. They did kill a bunch of animals, which I really hate because our animals are defenseless. Well, for the most part. Although if you really were attacking a donkey, I don't think you would make that really, because donkeys can kick very hard. And I think I heard that at some point they were also used as guards for like farm areas. Like they would really be really good at fending off other beasts. Because they don't take that kind of thing kindly. Oh, we got a bow here. Oh, there's an ambrosia sprout right here. That's interesting. See this? These are little ambrosia sprouts. That ambrosia is kind of like almost like a natural drug thing that can grow somewhere on the map. But now it's right outside the base. And I think the other one was not too far from here either. Just kind of down here somewhere. There it is. They're not ready yet, but that's okay. Eventually they will be. You're in the office today, mainly working from home. You were actually in the office today. Oh, okay. We've actually got plastic sheets, smaller ones, but still they're plastic sheets between our desks now, so that's a thing. Of course, there were people coughing and sneezing, so that makes me a little bit upset. Okay, fine, they weren't too close to me, so I guess that's fine. We need more animals, like I said, so as soon as we can, we're going to get Marvin on the wildlife. Let's see, who is good at taming? Or what's good to tame? Muffaloes are good for carrying things. Don't really need that. Megasloths aren't really good for anything. I think they do give wool, maybe. Not super interesting though. Yaks give milk, maybe. And ibex does. Don't really want them either. There aren't really that many interesting creatures today on the map. Okay. We'll just have to wait. Well, once again, we've got another raid on our belt, or under our belts, which we mostly survived by ignoring it. But okay, you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I still have one spot for a hydroponic basin over here. I think I'll do that. Build one of these. There you go. Alright, so we need more dogs. What type of animals do we have? Like, is it male, female? Yes, there is. Okay, so there's a couple of males and a couple of females. Good. And this one's actually pregnant. So if we keep these guys alive, then we might still get a whole bunch of new labs. Great. So how was the office today, Inge? Did they have like all sorts of measurements in place to keep you guys at a distance and stuff like that? Working from home can confuse as to what day it is. Oh yeah, I guess you need like a different type of schedule or something that you do only on certain days so you know exactly what day it is. Like for me, it wasn't that big of a difference. Like activity-wise, I just had a little bit less traveling because I also have all those videos and things that I do for my ASMR channel as well. So, and this of course streaming, so I always know when it's Thursday, when it's Friday. and of course what day I'm uploading what game to the ASMR channel. So it's like a ongoing schedule. So I certainly won't forget what day it is. But sometimes like you're waking up and you're still not quite awake, you're like half asleep still, and you're like, oh, what day is it? I need to get up. Oh, it's actually Saturday. That's great. I can stay in. That does occasionally happen, but usually I know exactly what day it is. And also what time it is sometimes without looking at the clock. Biological clock ticks at the same speed, I guess. Alright, so we can go a little bit faster now because the raid is over. I did hear like a article on the news today. Was it today or yesterday? One of these 2 days. That said that about 50% of the people who worked from home or are currently still working from home still want to continue to do so afterwards, or at the very least don't want to go back to the office until a vaccine has been developed or something along those lines. Because a lot of people now, of course, have had a taste of what it's like to work from home, and while it can be a little difficult to have the same amount of discipline, because it's very easy to pick something up around the house and start doing that. Like if you have a laundry that needs doing, like, oh, I'll just quickly throw that in the wash and then go back to working on my spreadsheets or something like that, because you're right there, so why would you wait? But aside from that, once you get into a nice rhythm, it's actually very convenient. You can start a little later, you can come out of bed a little later maybe, or just get your own lunch sorted, and it's just very convenient. But a lot of bosses don't like it because they think that the people at home are kind of treating it as like a half day off type of thing instead of an actual serious work day. And I'm sure there are people who do that, but most people I think are adult enough to know that they actually need to produce things during their work day, and they will get their work done. And there's also like this trend, it's not exactly new, because when we had like what we call here the new working implemented, that was, I want to say, well, 8 years ago, maybe even longer, maybe even 10 years ago. Like the thing where we had flexible working hours and you can work from home if you need to, that type of thing. When that got introduced, there was also a slight move, or at least a call from certain people who like to imagine what the future of work is going to look like, to maybe stop thinking in terms of you have to work a certain amount of hours and start thinking and you have to have done this every day, like a certain amount of productivity that you need to achieve. Because some people work really fast and then they have to sit there for the last couple hours thinking, what am I going to do now, because I've already finished everything I needed to do. Like there's this time at the end of the day, like you still have about an hour and a half, you're like, okay, I've done everything I wanted to do today, it's a little too late to start on this new project, it's too early to stop. So it's like, am I really being productive in this final hour, maybe cleaning up my old inbox files or stuff like that, or reading old messages that I've been ignoring for the rest of the week. Is that really useful? What am I doing here with my time? So maybe we're going to see more of that as well, because like people are learning what it's like to not have to go to the office and how to be productive. And if we want to move away from getting everybody in traffic jams in early morning, I think we need to stick with that. And then since it's already a bit more free, like certain people might also have flexible working hours and they're like, okay, I'll just work for 4 hours in the morning and then I go drop my kids off somewhere and I don't know, and then I come back 2 hours later and then do the rest of the 3 or 4 hours that I need to do, instead of just going from 8 to 5, for instance. Maybe we can start doing that as well, like instead of focusing on the hours, focus more on the actual work that's being done. Never have time left over? Well, I don't usually either, because there's always something to do, but it's like there's always this time at the end of the day, it's like, it's a little too late to get started in this one big thing, because then I have to like really deep dive into something, and by the time that I'm really focused on it, I've only got like a couple minutes left and then time is up, so to speak. And it's also too late to, or too early to say, I'll sign off and do the rest of these hours tomorrow or something. Oh, Inga's fully healed, great. She didn't get kidnapped today, you guys. Well, not yet. We still have 20 minutes left on the clock here, so who knows what's going to happen. Either way, so there's sometimes things that you can't pick up at the end of the day, which is what I'm trying to say. And I then think it's very productive for people to try and fill hours, because they've got hours to fill. Went swimming during the day yesterday. Oh, that's nice. That's something you can't do if you have to work from the office. And do they have a problem with that as well? Because I remember, like I said, like 10 years ago or something, when it was introduced at the place that I then worked, There were people who were like totally on board immediately, like flexible working hours, great, we can work from home, we can work anytime that we want, as long as we make our hours, so to speak. But there were also people who were like, yeah, but what if the guy that I need to talk to has spent the nighttime working and he's sleeping during the day, what am I going to do then? Like, that's going to be a thing. Or like, oh, what if I need this guy and he just happens to be out walking his dog? Like, there was a fear that there was going to be less communication and that people were going to start working crazy hours and not be available anymore. It turns out that that's not really what people do, because people want to work normal hours and want to have normal times off, so to speak. They don't mind. I can work around it. Yeah, see, most people can do that. So there's all sorts of weird ideas that people get when things start to change in work-related land. But usually people just do what they need to when you expect them to. Most people like to work during the daytime and then have the evenings off to watch their shows or things like that. Or maybe they'll go like get some groceries in the middle of the day, or I don't know, like I said, drop their kids off somewhere. Or it's not like they're going to spend all night working and all day sleeping. They don't need to work at night shift. And they too, of course, need people that do work during the daytime to cooperate on certain projects as well, so they're probably going to plan their days around that. Things work out eventually is what I'm trying to say, if you just give it some time. So yes, well, that was the whole speech about work then. While everybody's currently fixing up the place, we still have a few walls that need to be built. Looks like he's already patched up one or two, or he's trying to patch up this one. This one over here. There he comes. With the blocks. There you go. Very good. This one, yeah, that one's been patched up. Very good. There's a dead body here, apparently. He's upset with that. Oh yeah, there's still a whole bunch of old corpses here. You know, these are perfectly good to be buried in one of these, so I don't know why they're not being buried. Bit strange. Oh well. Anyway. This dog is going out. Where is he going? Hello? Are you going to come up here to pick up the dead body? They do appear to be going here, see? Yep, there we go. Hauling to the corpse pile from all the way across the map. Anyway, so the thing with the safe space didn't really work, because if there's no people out here from our colony, then they will find the animals that are walking around outside. So my initial plan to have the animals go somewhere safe until the raid was over did not work, sadly. They somehow psychically know exactly where other animals are, and they will seek them out to attack them. So that area can be removed. Let's take a look at our zones. Zone, I'll just manage the areas. Safe gets to go because it's not safe. Okay, very good. Maybe we can put like a safe zone here and then tell all the animals to go there as soon as the raid starts, so they can go in through the, but then you never really know if they're gonna make that, because there could be animals all the way over here and a couple just around the base, and then when I tell them to go into the safe zone, by the time that this dog gets here, the raiders will be here too. So it's not a perfect system, but it's thoughts, you know, that I could get them to walk here and then close all the doors and then let them free again, I guess, so they can walk around inside. There's all sorts of possibilities. Can't really protect all of them all the time though, so that's the thing. Alright, fine. He's got some components. Where did he get those components from? Where is he going with them? Oh, our drug lab is here. Let's see, not a steel spike chunk. I want the steel drug lab. Let's see if it can make us some medicine. Yes. And I would... Hello? Can I not do this? Oh, okay. Yes. Nobody has these skills, right? Crafting, and that's what we were trying to do. Okay, we'll have to wait for that. I think I had Marvin trying to craft. He's still on 3, no doubt. Winter has begun. Crafting 3, yeah. And I don't think he's at... Nope, he was still at 3025 last time as well. I don't think he's done much crafting since, but he just wasn't moving up, so... We're just gonna have to hope that we one day get somebody who's either really interested in crafting and medical, so that he gets, or intellectual rather, so he can easily build up those skills. If he doesn't quite have 4 crafting, 4 intellectual, already has them. One of those 2. If you even make it to that, because who knows, maybe we'll get like a super huge raid in a moment that's going to start building a bunch of turrets, like the ones up there did, and then this entire base is going to go down and everybody dies, and then we're back to square one with a completely new colony. Though it doesn't look quite yet, knock on wood of course, that is going to be the case this session. I think we're still going to finish this session with these guys. There's still a dead body lying out here amongst the ambrosia sprouts. I think we're going to be okay for now. What are you doing over there? Are you cleaning? Oh, okay. That's good to clean in here because this area needs to be very clean. All the puppies in here. Aw, Labrador puppy 1. Well, we're going to turn them into food. Eventually. It's a hard knock life. There we go. Are we cleaning here too? Do you have nothing else to do right now? What are your other priorities? Your other priorities are plants cutting. Okay. Maybe you could try growing some as well, if you wanted. Although, not really necessary. What else can we have you do? If not growing or plant cutting. Cooking, I think you can do that, sure. Go ahead and do some cooking if you want. Because there is still plenty of ingredients here that need to be processed. And not so many ready-made meals as you can see. It's mostly just... I don't think I even see any meals. She's gonna work on those now though. Maybe I can make a... more complicated meals, because this is a simple meal that only requires one ingredient. I think I'll tell them to cook fine meals. What's this? Oh, the quest expired. Okay. Do forever. Let's have them cooking some fine meals so they can get some double ingredient used there. There you go. Have some corn and some steak or whatever that is, and we can have a nice meal out of that. Which should be better. See, you get 2 ingredients in there. There's like a meat and a veggie. Can we determine exactly what the contents is? Allow meat, yes. Allow fresh, yes. Animal products, yes. Do I say that it has to have one of these 2? Somewhat complex meal for a combination of meat and plant ingredients. I can't say if it's like going to be a... maybe I'll just add the bill for the simple meal as well. To do that forever as well. Just, oh no, that's fine. Just leave it there. So if they are out of meat or out of veggies, that they're going to go back to cooking simple meals so they can actually cook something. If they don't have 2 ingredients to put in there. Because the fine meals require a veggie and a meat. And the meats are probably going to run out at some point, even though we have plenty of animals in here currently. So once that happens, they can go back to cooking simple meals with just 1 ingredient. That's okay. Thought the same. What is that person running around like nuts there? Huh? Running around like nuts? Inspiration 5 Nights at Freddy's tutorial. Huh? What with the phone? Oh well. Got an itch. Alright, there we go. So that's that happening. Very good. They're still cutting. Oh, Marvin's also plant cutting. Oh, okay. I thought it was just growing. Alright. Dog is eating some rice. That's fine. And carrying him into the freezer. That's nice. Do both of them. That's great. Also, the gun is currently over here. Somebody needs to equip that. I think Inge was the one with the gun. Oh, which one of you 2 has the best shooting? You have 3 shooting. Oh, you've got 6. Okay, then I'll tell him to get the gun. And he'll drop the equine, I'm pretty sure. And I think Inge is better at hand-to-hand. There we go, melee. So I'll give her that one. I think they originally had that as well. In that order. Marvin's cleaning. Excellent. We're going to have a nice clean place again. Oh, look. Billiards table's coming in. Yep, there we go. It's very dark in here. I think we've lost a bunch of lamps. Why don't I move this one over here so that can actually light up this area. But it's very gloomy in here. We've lost a lamp because there's probably more lamps over there. Kind of got burnt. Where's Brandon gone? Calling to stockpile. I want you to work on this lamp, please. Real quick. Yes, the quest expired. I see it. Thank you. I've seen it. That was a while ago. Huh? I don't remember what... I'm a little bit behind. Watching 5 Nights at Freddy's tutorial making repairs with the ideas. Oh, okay. The tutorial making repairs with the tutorial? Look, see now this lamp is over here. We can actually see a nice lamp or a bit of light here, so it's not so dark. The Billy Bob mask, yes. But there's no Billy Bob in Five Nights. It's a couple of bears, or at least it's a bear, a bunny, a chicken. Who am I missing? The puppet is there, obviously. We've got Foxy, yeah. There's another one that I'm currently not thinking of. I don't know. A rat self-tamed. Okay. Not very useful. What am I missing? We got like a chicken, a bunny. Oh, Mangle is in there. It's sort of like a dog thing. And there's Balloon Boy. Well, maybe you could base it a little bit off Balloon Boy, although Balloon Boy doesn't move quite as much. Nah. Rice Plant has died because of cold. Who am I missing? I don't know. One of them. Maybe I'll rewatch like Markiplier playing it because I was like his reactions to that game. I watched, I think that's the first series that I watched of Markiplier, actually, Five Nights at Freddy's. Or his compilation first. He made like a compilation of all the things when he was playing one series, one game, Five Nights at Freddy's, and like make it a whole compilation of his reactions. Always fun to watch. I think I've rewatched that one several times. But, you know, sometimes you like to rewatch an old show, particularly with the phone guy is always interesting to listen to. And of course, the game theorists had a whole series on them. I'm pretty sure they probably occasionally still make a video about that. Because particularly the first series or the first game had an interesting backstory or maybe an interesting reference. Where are you going? Why is he going? Oh, I told him to deconstruct all of this. Oh, wow. He must not have a whole lot to do then if he's going to go all the way back here for that. See? Look at this. Are you just going to take that? Okay. It's like, I deconstruct one thing. Okay, now I'm going to drag a buffalo back to the freezer. There's another dead one over here. Why are these guys dying? Oh, there's a grizzly bear about. That's why. Here, see this guy. This one's responsible for all these creatures dying over here. Yeah, grizzly bear teeth. Exactly. Watching the video how to make those heads. Oh, there's a different video. Okay. Yeah, that's the whole steel construction, I think, with some, in some cases, rubber and other cases, cloth covering it. Oh, he's got a piece of cloth right there. Look at that. Will you look at that? At least now we're finally getting to deconstructing this over here, which we've probably ordered them to do ages ago. And then we finally got this entire war zone disbanded right here. It used to be a painful reminder of the time they brought in a turret launcher thing to try and destroy us, which we actually managed to get through, but still, it's really annoying to have to see that we came so close. But now we've actually managed to destroy the evidence of it ever being there, so that's nice. We've got some hill road over here. I'll just tell them to get all the berries if we can, because it's currently winter, so these berries are going to go away soon otherwise. I don't want to hurt or hunt the grizzly bears because they're too dangerous, although sometimes they don't respond at all, but wouldn't you know it, that probably won't be the reaction when we try to get rid of them. But they are dangerous and dangerously close, because one of them actually wandered into the building last time. I don't want that to repeat itself. Any more berry bushes this way? Probably. This area's burnt though, so probably not here. Here's 3 of them. Good. 3 more. I think that's good enough for now. There's 4. Okay. Give me some ideas. Ah. Well, I mean, you could still do part of it like a paper mache if you don't know what it is. Like a combination of paper snippets, I guess. Maybe tiny piece of paper and mixed in with some, what do you call that? Glue that you use to put up wallpaper. Wallpaper glue? Is that what it's called? I don't know. That's how we used to make things anyway. And we would inflate a balloon. It won't work for the entire head because the entire head's not the shape of a balloon. But we would inflate a balloon and then we'd take strips of paper and then put like the wallpaper paste on the strips and put that on the balloon. Another ambrosia spark. My god, there's like 3 of them now. We don't use them. And then we would like cover the entire thing, except for the bottom where the little knot is tied. And then we let it sit overnight so it dries up and hardens. And then you poke a tiny hole in the balloon so the balloon can deflate very slowly. And they were left with like a perfect shell made out of paper and glue, basically, which is a nice shell to use for the top of the head, perhaps. And you could make a couple of them in different shaped balloons, maybe, or something. So you can like shape the head a little bit. And then you can also use like the silicone or the epoxy stuff that you used or got to make the outer skin, so to speak, and make it like a pinkish skin, because Billy Bob has a pink face and brown fur covering his head. So you can make that outer layer out of pink epoxy or silicone or something. The eyes, I'm not really sure how you would do that. Paper doesn't seem to be a good idea for that, but you would need something that almost looks like ceramic something or plastic. That really requires like molding stuff. I don't know if you got like the tools for that. For the plastic, that is. Maybe some old marbles, cut them in half and like hollow them out a little bit and put a little hole down there so you got like the iris, so to speak. Is this your bed? I guess it is. Okay, so they're sleeping. Very good. We've got 4 animals here. Haven't seen a puppy yet, but maybe they're not quite ready. There is a dog. See, this one's pregnant right here. Oh, 22 out of 26 days. Okay, so in about 4 days, probably next session, we'll have puppies from Mew, provided she doesn't end up losing them for some reason. Oh, hang on, there's mad hares. I don't know why the world started to explode because of that. I'm just going to close the doors real quick. Everybody's inside now. That's great. That means nobody's outside to be attacked by mad hares. And we're just going to close all the doors. And these hares can do whatever they like. Let's see where they are. There's one. Is that all of them? Are there others? Looks like it's just this one. Oh well, to prevent people from getting hurt, then we're just gonna keep the doors closed until next time. We'll see what they do then. This hare is very mad, though, currently. But once they fall asleep, they'll go back to normal, and then we can just go back to opening our doors. Alright, there we go. Great. So yes, maybe some plastic. You might have some plastic spheres lying around. Like sometimes you get like these toys that have white little balls inside with little like the Kinder Egg types. I'm pretty sure you don't have those. Kinder Eggs I think are illegal in the US because it's toys inside of chocolate, which is apparently not allowed. But I've seen plenty of things that are like that are not completely covered in chocolate, and that makes it okay, and they have similar plastic globes which you might be able to use. Does Inga have a gun in the game? Yes, I said that earlier, Christina. She currently doesn't. Her gun was out here, but I've given the gun to Brandon because Brandon's better at shooting and Inga's much better at melee, meaning that she is more of a up close and personal type of fighter. And so I've given her the Equa, which is more like a spear thing. So she's currently not using a gun. Also, she's currently sleeping, so she wouldn't be using a gun anyway. I would hope anyway, you don't know. Some people have odd ideas. I'm going to pause now though, because it is 6:30 and I don't want another raid to happen in the 5 seconds till the end of the stream. Alright, so we've had another raid from the tribe of Combia. They're still upset with us. I wonder if I could do some type of diplomacy thing. Who is the most social here? Marvin, by the looks of things. I think he's the most sociable person. Now, if we had like an extra person join us at some point, say that next time somebody wanders into the area or falls out of the sky in a cargo pod or something, and they're not very well skilled in any other way, they want to join us, and they are very social, we could maybe send them on a diplomatic mission to the Tropical Mio, which is where on the map? Where's here? Let's see, this is us. This is Tropical Mio right here. So if we had somebody who was really social and otherwise not super useful, we could send them on a diplomatic mission to talk to these guys, and that might get them to stop attacking us at some point. That'd be great. I just don't know if that's ever going to work. We still need that person to arrive before we can do any of that. Anyway, so that is it. We've had some mad hares, still have that one. We got an attack, we managed to survive that. We lost a bunch of dogs. We tried getting to safety with safe spaces, didn't work. So we know that we don't need to try that next time. Other than that, we're doing okay-ish. We are patching up our wall again. Haven't really progressed much, except that we've got our, well, most of these hydroponic basins back up. We still need to build a bunch, I guess, over here, but that also requires another lamp, I don't think we have enough. Oh, we got 9. Where do these components come from? Oh, he's been oh yeah, that's right. Now that Brandon doesn't have a lot to do, he's been going around and deconstructing those ship chunks that have been lying all over the place. I don't even see one right now. I think that that's what's been happening. Brandon has had no more jobs to do elsewhere. Now he's doing all the random things that I clicked on the map somewhere. And that's where we're getting extra components from. That's nice. Okay, so we can use that for doing other things next time. Like a trade beacon, which I think has already been destroyed. Again, we'll see about that some other time, though. Either way, tomorrow, of course, we got Minecraft again. And we'll see what happens to these guys next week. Tomorrow in Minecraft, we're going to go back to the desert. We're going to finish work on that caravan. We're going to try to start on the other one as well. I'm going to need to gather some dark wood, I think. Dark oak and some, what's the other one, spruce? And we'll see if we can get a nice looking, although very large wagon out of that. And then we need to replicate that a couple of times to make it into a wagon camp. That isn't super huge. Well, maybe it is. I don't know. People want to walk around and things, so I guess it's okay if it's a little bigger than it usually would be. It's just a really big, luxurious wagon, just like some people have these RVs that have like bits that come moving out the side automatically when they park somewhere, that they can have like a whole living room with extra space out the sides. That's the type of caravan that we have. So I hope to see you for that tomorrow as well. And I hope you will have a nice day today and tomorrow.